Shalom Akim. Before I begin this video, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi. And I want to give double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule very well, the true leaders, the true mentors of Israel. And shalom to the hopeful elect that's also doing his work in all diligence, in all faith, truth, and sincerity. Now, the topic of this video is going to be entitled putting off the old man. Okay, because basically centering around this topic, whenever you come into this truth, you're putting off that old man. All right, in other words, you're putting off that man that used to be back in the world. All right, used to participate in professions or and stuff of that nature. All right, basically being worldly. Okay, but when you come into this truth, you're putting off that old man, and you're putting on the new man. Okay, in other words, now you conduct yourself in the ways of Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi. All right, you conduct yourselves in the ways of being an Israelite. All right, because whenever you put on that new man, now you have a new demeanor. All right, and especially, and people look at that too, man. They pick up real quick about a person. Somebody that might used to know you back in the world, and then they see you again, and they'll look at you in a different way. Why is that? Because they notice that you changed. Okay, in which hey, that's just you putting off that old man and you put on a new man. All right, you fully accepted the ways of Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi and the ways of our forefathers. Okay, now just to start, I'm gonna get this first precept, which is Ephesians chapter 4 verse 22. And it reads that, actually, it's like it. Let me get verse 21. It said, if so be that ye have heard him and have been taught by him, as the truth is in Yahawashi, that ye put off concerning the former conversation the old man, which is corrupt according to the deceitful lust. All right. I said that you, like it says right here in this precept, man, it said that you put off concerning the former conversation the old man. All right. What's that former conversation? All right, basically, the things concerning the world, basically, vanity. All right, and not only that, man, just anything that's basically, as people look at it, as like uplifting society and and other stuff like that. Like you maybe like church conversations or whatever and stuff of that nature, man. It's just the list goes on. But you're supposed to put out that formal conversation. All right. And it says, which is corrupt according to the deceitful lust. All right. Because the deceitful lust is of the world, man. Which that world's talking about the rest of Israel, the 2/3. All right. Now there's a scripture that says, look, man, love not the world, neither things that are in the world. For everything that's in the world, the lust of the eyes, the lust of the flesh, and the pride of life. Okay, so we're not of the world. All right, we're of the world of Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi, the world of Israel, the Israel of the Most High. Okay, so you put out that formal the conversation, right? Which the things which concern the world. Now this is verse 23. It said, and be renewed in the spirit of your mind. All right, so what's that talking about? All right, in other words, now you coming in with a new mindset, man. All right, in other words, you're refreshed in the spirit of your mind. All right, in other words, you're being made clean at that point. Okay, why is that, man? Because there's a scripture that said, look, you have to be roughly paraphrasing. It says, how can a young man cleanse his way? by adhering to the ways of Yahawashi, the words of Yahawashi, roughly paraphrasing. Okay, and also too, it says, I will hereby stir up your pure minds by way of remembrance. Okay, so when you're renewed in the spirit of your mind, you're being refreshed. All right, you're learning the ways of your heritage, all right, which was lost to us for years and years on end. Okay, see, now you're remembering now. All right, therefore you're being transformed into the new man, which is a Hebrew Israelite, which is your true nationality. Okay, but it's more than just being a Hebrew Israelite, man. You know, it's more than just knowing that, because you can be a Hebrew Israelite in the world and still do, you know, whatever. But there's a difference between being that and a Hebrew Israelite that's adhering to the words of Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi, all right, and conducting yourself as such. Okay. Now, reading on, it says, "And that you put on the new man, which after the Most High is created in righteousness and true holiness." Okay. So it says, now you're putting on the new man, all right, which after the Most High is created in righteousness and true holiness. In other words, purity. All right, that true holiness. Once again, man, going back to the scripture, whereby can a man cleanse his way? All right. Now it says, also too, let me go back and read it again. Slakia. "And that you put on a new man, which after the Most High is created in righteousness and true holiness." All right. So in other words, that's being born again. All right. Since you put off that old man, the old man is dead, and now the new man is born, which once again, that's being reborn, man. Okay. That's being born again. When you're in this truth, when you know Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi. Okay. Now I'm gonna go from there. I'm gonna get the book of Slakia. Let me go forward a little bit. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna get this real quick. Yeah, man, because when you're in this truth, whenever you put on that new man, you basically receive this truth as a seed. Okay, and when you receive this, you're supposed to grow in this thing. All right, you're not supposed to be stagnant. You're not supposed to be the same, be on the same level as you was when you first came in, because really you're imitating the apostle elders on down. All right, you're really imitating the brothers. All right, you're not yourself. All right, you're someone else. Okay. Now I'm gonna get a book of 1 Corinthians chapter 3, and verse 6. It says, "I have planted, Apollos watereth, but the Most High gave the increase." All right. So in other words, when we out there in the highways and byways, we're throwing out the seeds to wherever soil it is, wherever person that soil is. And like it says right here, Apollos watereth, in which the apostles on down, we water it. All right, because out of edification, in which it starts with the apostle elders. All right. And then it says, but the Most High gave the increase. Okay. So it's like it, verse 7 says, "So then neither is he that planteth anything, neither he that watereth, but the Most High that giveth the increase." Okay. So it doesn't matter if, we throw the seed and we water it. The Most High has to give the increase no matter what. So, and that's just going back to having the fear of the Lord, man. Okay. Because, a guy will come in and you'll see no growth from him whatsoever. Okay. That go back to just go to show you, man. Look, you have to grow in this thing, man. You can't just be the same guy. Okay. If you're not showing any progress, then guess what? You're just gonna get booted out, man. Okay. If there's no growth, actually, that's a scripture on that. Let me see if I can get it real quick. Bear with me for 1 second, Aki. Okay. All right, now this is the this should be in the book of Matthews. Actually, let me get the book of Mark. Yeah, slacky. No, let me go back to Matthew. Yeah, now this is the book of Matthew, chapter 21, verse 19. See, because the book of Matthew's pretty much describe it better than Mark can. Because if you go in the book of Mark, it's just going to tell you that it is withered away. But, you know, if you try to find it in Mark, I don't think you're going to be able to find it. But, you know, any of the argument can correct me on that. You know, if I'm wrong, you know, bring out the precept in the comment board. But it's Matthew chapter 21, verse 19. And it reads, and when he saw a fig tree in the way, he came to it and found nothing thereon. All right. So in other words, that fig tree, which has no fruit. All right. There's nothing on it. Okay. But leaves only. And said unto it, let no fruit grow on thee henceforth forever. In other words, Yahawashi cursed that tree, man. And guess what happened? And presently, the fig tree withered away. All right. So that fig tree died. That's what Yahawashi basically told that tree. He told that tree to die, man. All right. And see, it's the thing, man. When you're in this thing, man, you basically you're supposed to grow in this thing and bear fruit. So if you're not bearing fruit, then guess what? Yahawashi just gonna get rid of you. All right. Now he doesn't have to get you, you know, here thereafter. You know, you probably just be around till the missiles come. Okay. So that's pretty much the stipulation for just a guy that's stagnant and not growing in this thing. You know, you're just gonna die. All right. Now, I want to grab this next scripture. Well, it should be in the book of John. All right, that's the book of John, chapter 15, verse 1. And it reads, I am the true vine, and my Father is the husbandman. Every branch in me that beareth not fruit, he taketh away. And every branch that beareth fruit, he purges it, that it may bring forth more fruit. All right. So it says right here, every branch in me that beareth not fruit. All right. So anybody coming in not bearing fruit, you know, not showing any progress, not growing in this thing. Guess what? He said, he taketh it away. In other words, he gets rid of it, man. Okay. Because there's no use for a branch that has no fruit on it, man. Same thing with guys that come in the truth. All right. Now it says, in every branch that bear fruit, he purges it, that it may bring forth more fruit. Okay. So he purges it. In other words, he like say for instance, man, a guy grows in this thing, you know, he increases in this truth, and that guy can potentially bring in more fruit. All right. But not only that, you know, he's just showing progress, man. All right. Knowing more than what he did when he first came in. Okay. Now, verse 3 says, now ye are clean through the word which I have spoken unto you. All right. And that's another thing too, man. Like I said before, whereby can a man cleanse his way? by adhering to the words of Yahawashi. Okay, now that's what it means to be in pure holiness, man. Okay, like I read earlier in the other precept. Now, that's it for this lesson, man. Hopefully y'all can be edified, and let this be a warning to the guys that this is coming in this thing. Try to imitate, the brothers, the apostle elders, and that's the thing about it, man. You just gotta be sincere about it. That's what it really boils down to. Because I'm not apostle elder to heart, man. I'm not any of the apostle elders. I'm not any of the other elders. I'm not any of the Akim, man. I'm just a messenger. I'm just doing what Yahawashi commanded me to do. All right, and coming in the spirit of Yahawashi. That's our duty. Okay. And once again, man, look, that's the reason why you have to grow in this thing, so you can execute this work and in the best of your ability. Okay. So with that, man, hopefully I can be edified with this. Once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, bahasham Yahawashi. Double honor to the apostles and elders, a great millstone that rule well. And shalom to the hopeful elect that's doing his work in all diligence and sincerity, in all faith and in truth. And with that, I'm going to say shalom.